We are learning more about the investigation into the shooting outside a Gainesville Walmart. The crime first happened 10 days ago, resulting in the arrest of multiple men, including a University of Florida student. The accused gunman, Khalil Reed, was released on a $30,000 bond, though police say they cannot find him as he is now wanted on 4 counts of attempted murder.
WFT's Maggie DeRogers has been looking into the criminal investigation and today spoke with a legal expert. Maggie, why was Reed granted bond when federal charges could have been coming?
Well, according to the issue at hand is that when Reed was charged, he was only charged with possession of drugs and intent to distribute. According to police records, after being arrested, Reed claimed stand your ground. That means he was acting in self-defense, which appears to be in line with what the other 3 men were being charged with: attempted robbery. However, now it's thought the state has evidence to file attempted murder charges.
Stand your ground. That's what Khalil Reed told police happened when detectives say he opened fire at 4 people outside this Walmart on September 15th. But this defense has come into question since it was first introduced in Florida.
So you can engage in aggressive behavior when you have a reasonable fear of death or serious bodily injury.
That aggressive behavior, experts say, had to be justified by defendants, traditionally requiring that they find safety prior to committing the act. However, now these stand your ground requirements have been relaxed.
The legislation that becomes stand your ground law removed the requirement that you try to find safety before you engage in aggressive action.
While the use of this defense called for more investigation in Reed's case in regards to attempted murder charges, he was still issued bond. It was based on his lack of criminal history and the other crimes he was accused of. Though Jacob says whether or not the defendant is a flight risk is also considered.
It's to do 2 things. To evaluate whether the defendant is a flight risk and to make sure that the person is not going to be an ongoing threat to the public.
But to withhold bond would require more evidence, something the stand your ground defense calls into question.
So some of the things that might cause that is if the person who's arrested has a long criminal history and it's a lot of violent priors in there, some state attorney might want to ask for the person to be detained without bond.
At this time, we know Gainesville police are continuing to search for Reed on those attempted murder charges. They are also trying to locate Dunhill, who was charged with attempted robbery. As for the others, Fletcher turned himself in and remains in Alachua County Jail. Abbott, on the other hand, while not listed on jail inmate website, court records show he entered a plea of not guilty 2 days ago.